Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? It is Tuesday evening, just past 7 o'clock in the evening here on the East Coast. Hope everybody's doing great. I tell you what, I am doing really good. Shortly after 3 o'clock was after I saw the confirmed announcement from Criterion, and the operative word is the confirmed announcement because a little bit of information sort of started trickling out there that I'm sure a lot of people started to see that they got people really excited. But hope everybody's doing well tonight. We are definitely talking about Criterion July 2022 titles. It is an exciting time in the world of physical media. I keep saying this on these live streams, but it is true. I mean, this is really one of the best years in physical media that I've seen in a long time. I mean, it is so exciting with what's going on with Criterion, Arrow Video, all of these amazing boutique labels, and just other mainstream titles that are coming out. Just a great time to be collecting movies. So let's see who's out there. I see. Let me show a few of these comments here from Tim. Uh, how you doing, Tim? What an announcement! I honestly don't think any past Criterion announcement has been this great for being 4K titles. Okja, which I've been waiting for, Raging Bull in 4K summertime, just amazing. Man, I agree. I agree. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, my excitement, I'll just use a cliche, it's an 11, over 11. It's just an amazing month from Criteria. Probably one of the best, well, not probably, it's one of the best months in a long time that I've seen from Criterion. And it might be, it's very much up there in terms of months that Criterion has announced so far, as long as I've collected Criterion. Good evening, internet user Darvin. Hi, hello, Darvin. William, hello. Hello, James. Hello to you, William. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Dunkle Fester. Howdy, James. Howdy to you as well. Hey, Huck, the Hucksters out there. Hello, everybody. How you doing, Huck? Streetlock Stash. Great. Greetings, James. Greetings to you as well. Island. Good evening, James. Good evening to you as well. We have Gordon. My wallet is fixing to take a serious hurting come June and July. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, Gordon. Hang in there. Dunkelfester, I am so ridiculously excited about summertime finally getting its moment in the sun, and I have wanted to drive my car since the moment I saw it. Yeah, I'm excited as well. 4 yes, 4 That's one of the big things about this month. So it's just is so exciting. I just cannot. I'm still processing what has just been announced. So I saw on the Twitter feed just past, I think, 3 o'clock Eastern time that Criterion finally put out on Twitter their announcement of July 2022 titles. So the rundown that I have here is, of course, it's an exciting month this month. That goes without saying. We get 4 new 4K Ultra HD titles. That is the most of any month that we've seen from Criterion so far. 3 of these 4K titles are new to the collection, and we get an upgrade of an existing Criterion Blu-ray edition. So that's exciting. We got 2 new directors coming into the collection, and these titles represent the United States, South Korea, and Japan. So it's a very exciting month that I'm very much looking forward to. And we're about to look at the Criterion site and take a look at these titles. So we've got 6 titles coming out in the month of July, 2 of them coming out the week of July the 5th. Well, on July the 5th, we've got 2 more titles coming out a week later on July the 12th, and 2 more titles coming out on July the 19th. So it's a great time of the year for these titles to come out because, as we know, that is the time that we'll be in the midst of the July Barnes and Noble sale. So in the month of July, Barnes and Noble typically has a 50% off sale on their Criterion. So this particular announcement, along with the November announcement, is always a little extra excitement to those announcements because those are titles coming out during those month sales. So very excited about this announcement. And of course, I think it's important to note that The Girl Can't Help It comes out today. It was released today from Criterion. And I am actually, I'm looking at my door here right now as we speak. I'm still waiting on mine to be delivered. As I look on the Amazon app here, it keeps telling me at this point, it's telling me arriving today by 10 p.m. Okay. So I'm beginning to think that I'm probably going to see this delivered tomorrow, but it's The Girl Can't Help It on Blu-ray coming out today from Criterion. And of course, it's coming out on, pretty timely because today happens to be Jane Mansfield's birthday. It would have been her 89th birthday. Uh, of course, April the 19th. Of course, as many of you may know, she stars in The Girl Can't Help It from 1955 or 56. And she tragically died at a very young age in 1967 in a car accident at the age of 34. But The Girl Can't Help It is released today on her birthday, and I look forward to doing a review of that title on this channel. So Jane Mansfield would have been 89 years old today, and also Miracle in Milan is released today. But I'm going to wait for the July sale for that. So let me take a few more of these comments here, and then we will jump to the Criterion site, take a look at some of these titles, and we'll continue to take your comments. So I am so ridiculously excited. Okay, I read that one. Let's see. I was right about drive my car. Yes, you were, Darvin. A lot of people saw that coming. Hey, James. Hey, Magnitude Rev. Norma Jean. Excited to be here. Glad that you're here as well. These are some very exciting announcements, all of them. I agree. I agree. I personally, of the six titles coming out in the month of July, I am super excited about five of them. There's one that I'm probably going to pass on, but the other five, I am like way up here on the excitement meter. So I'm really, really looking forward to them. Dan says, hello. How are you, Dan? Awesome stuff. Yes, Tim, indeed. Oliver, hi, James, my friend. Raging Bull all the way. I'm with you. Today was our first barbecue, chicken wings, and German sausage. Okay. That sounds good to me. When I was a kid, my dad was in the military and we lived in Germany for a few years. We lived in Baumholder, Germany. So military base. See, Dan, I'm looking forward to seeing how much UK Criterion fans will get screwed over in July. Hopefully they won't too much. Dan, I'm still waiting for Jack and Jill 2011 to get its rightful place in the collection. Awesome. So let's not waste any time here. Let's jump right to the Criterion site. And I'm going to share my screen and we are going to take a perusal over here to the Criterion Collection site. Of course, as you can see here, this is what we like to see. July titles announced. And of course, they were announced today on April the 19th. And some people, feel like, oh, they announced, late. But the reality is not really. They really didn't announce late because Criterion has never formally, stated that they're going to release their announcements on the 15th of every month. They typically announce their titles on the 15th, and it's sort of set an expectation that, okay, on the 15th, I want to see these titles. So people were waiting on Friday. We got the notice that it would be, Monday, the 18th, and then another notice that it would be the 19th. But, Criterion has never, formally announced that, okay, we're going to announce these titles every 15th, every, month on the 15th. So whenever they come out, they come out. So let's click shop now and we will go on here and see. Of course, this here is Miss Barbara Stanwyck. She stars in this film Double Indemnity, which happens to be the title that I am most looking forward to this year. That's coming out next month at the end of May on the 31st. It's coming out in 4K Ultra HD. It stars Barbara Stanwyck and Fred McMurray, and it's a Billy Wilder classic. It is literally the granddaddy of film noir. So it is a great film that I highly recommend if you have not seen Double Indemnity. That is my most anticipated title so far that's been announced this year of any label. So here we're on the site, and let's start off with the very first title here. And this is coming out on July the 5th. There's two titles coming out July the 5th. This is one of the first ones, and it is a film from Bong Joon-ho. Of course, many of you know Bong Joon-ho. the director of Parasite. He is the director of this amazing film that won Best Picture, the first international feature to win Best Picture back in 2019. And I saw this film in 2020 and absolutely fell in love with it. And this Criterion edition is just phenomenal. I mean, this is a great edition. This is a title that I'm guilty of triple dipping on because when the film won Best Picture, they put out a bare bones Blu-ray release. I picked that up. And then a few months later, they put out a 4K of Parasite. So I had to get that. And then Criterion comes along and announces that they're going to put out Parasite. And so I had to pick up Criterion's edition. One of the things about this edition that's really cool is that they have the black and white version. So you definitely want to check that out. So I love this from Bong Joon-ho. Also, Memories of Murder is a great addition that I absolutely love. It's almost up there for me with Parasite. So good. And then Snowpiercer, starring Captain America, Chris Evans. So this is also a great film. So I have not seen this one here, Okja. So this is a film from 2017, and it definitely has me intrigued. And I'm really excited about this title because of Bong Joon-ho. So everything I've seen from him so far, I just absolutely loved. And I know very little about this title. So let us know in the comments what you think about this title. If you've seen it, what's your excitement level for Okja? So it says here, master genre exploder Bong Joon-ho swirls pathos, dark satire, action, and horror into an exhilarating 21st century fairy tale. So it's basically, I think, about this girl who is friends with this monster creature. So it definitely looks very fascinating with some good special effects that really bring this animal to life. So this is a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray combo pack. So this is the first 4K of the month coming out. So very excited about that. And we're getting a 4K digital master. Bong Joon-ho approved it. And you're getting Dolby Atmos on the Blu-ray and the 4K Ultra HD edition. So if you have an Atmos setup, they're taking care of you there. We're getting a new conversation between Bong Joon-ho and producer Do-Hoo Choi, a couple of new interviews, some short programs. So looks to be, okay on the special features, but we're getting a 4K Ultra HD combo pack, and this is coming in at spine 1133 in the Criterion Collection. So totally new film in the collection, and it's really exciting. So this is one of the titles that I'm really looking forward to, mainly because of Bong Joon-ho, and it's another 4K title in the collection. So that's Okja by Bong Joon-ho from 2017. So what do y'all think of this title? Let us know in the comments. All right. The next title coming out on July the 5th. This is coming out right after the 4th of July holiday, which this year is going to be on a Monday. Of course, every year I try to run in the Peachtree Road Race here in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area. It's the world's largest 10K run, so I'll be doing that on that Monday, July the 4th. And then these two titles come out, Okja and then The Virgin Suicides. So this is the first film directed by Sofia Coppola, and I have that in the collection, in my collection. So I said that I'm excited about 5 of these 6 titles this month. This is not among the 5. So I've seen this film one time, and this is one that I probably need to revisit because this one didn't really grab me. I'm not, I have to be honest, this is not a film that initially, pulled me in. But this is a film I definitely want to revisit to see if, it might on a, maybe on a rewatch, it might, kindle something different in me. But I've seen it when I first picked it up in 2018, and it didn't really fully grab me. But it's an interesting film with an interesting premise, and it's coming out on 4K Ultra HD. So that's exciting. So if you're a fan of this film, you are getting the option to purchase this in 4K Ultra HD. And this is an upgrade of this Blu-ray from 2018. Now, I think the thing you'll want to note about it as you look at the special features is all the special features that you see here, except for actually all the special features here are on this existing Blu-ray from 2018. So if you already have this edition, this is one of those cases where you have a decision to make in terms of, how much do you like this film? How much do you want to see this film upgraded in 4K? Is this worth the double dip for you? I can say for me, the answer probably is no at this point because I'm really not in love with this film, at least not yet. Now, if I revisit it, watch it again, I may have a different take on it. But as it stands right now, I'm pretty much going to pass on picking up this 4K Ultra HD because all the features that are listed here are on the existing Blu-ray. The new 4K digital restoration is probably the same restoration from this 2018 Blu-ray. I would be surprised if it was a new 4K restoration. It's probably the same 4K restoration that was used for this Blu-ray, but now put on a 4K Ultra HD disc. So that is The Virgin Suicides. It is coming out on July 5th. It's the 1999 film directed by Sofia Coppola. So it's basically about the story of the suicides of the five Lisbon sisters, stifled by the rules of their overprotective religious parents, as told through the collective memory of a group of men who were boys at the time and still yearn to understand what happened. So it's basically a film set, it's a period piece set in the 1970s, which is one of my favorite, decades of cinema. So it's an interesting, time period that's covered. And this is a film I definitely want to revisit to see if, maybe on a rewatch a few years later, I might have a different take on it. So let us know in the comments what you think about The Virgin Suicides. So with that, those are the two titles coming out on July the 5th to start us off with. So let's take a look at some comments here to see what people are saying. Let's see here. All right. Deleting Tinder to meet someone the old-fashioned way on a train to Vienna, and then 10 years later at my book signing in Paris. Okay. Huck, at least my wallet gets a break from the Kino sale to the next Criterion sale. Okay. Man, I'm excited for the Barnes& and Noble sale this July. Despite being UK-based, my mom has a friend who lives stateside who has said they are okay with letting me ship an order to them and they'll post. Okay, cool. Magnitude Rev. My personal most excited Criterion release of 2022 thus far is Drive My Car. Though I will mention that Double Indemnity will be a blind buy for me. Yeah, and I can say this with high confidence that Double Indemnity is a safe blind buy. If you're a film lover, if you like film noir, if you've never seen Double Indemnity, and if you have any hesitation about blind buys, don't. Okay. This is one of those films that you will absolutely, 99% you will love that film. It is a great film by Billy Wilder. It's so well written and so well acted. Fred McMurray and Barbara Stanwyck are just perfect in that film, and I just love it. It's from 1944, I think, but it's so good. Have you heard that a Reddit user had edited an image of Robert Pattinson every day until the Double Indemnity 4K arrives at her house? No, I haven't heard about that. Have not heard that. Okja is good, but I would say to keep expectations low. It's not anywhere near as good as Parasite or Memories of Murder, but it's still worth watching. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, it's around Snowpiercer level. Okay. Yeah, I like Snowpiercer. I thought it was an interesting film. It's sort of an allegory film. It takes place all on a train, and it's a really interesting premise. Have you seen his film Memories of Murder? It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't yet. Yes, I have. I've seen it, and I really enjoyed it. And in my review on this channel, I noted that, of course, this is loosely based on a series of serial killings that took place in South Korea in the late 1980s and early 1990s. And so going into it, I knew it was sort of loosely based on that. And when I watched this film, tonally, it kind of threw me off a little bit because I wasn't prepared for the humor, in the film. I was expecting it to be, just a very serious, police drama. And it's not quite that, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's just a hair below Parasite, but that makes for a really good movie. This is excellent, and this edition from Criterion is really, really good. So I enjoyed Memories of Murder. It's a great film. All right, Mr. Tim, I'm so happy more people will see Okja now. It feels like many never gave it a chance on Netflix. Yeah, I never saw it on Netflix. I think, it's funny. My son uses my our Netflix account a lot more than I do. I hardly watch anything on Netflix, but I definitely miss it on Netflix. But look forward to checking out this 4K from Criterion for sure. I really like Okja. Okay, some love for Okja. Yeah, Tim, Okja is really slept on for a Criterion title. Let's see, Netflix title. Would you ever do a Blu-ray hunting video during the next B&N sale? I'll think about it. We shall see. I haven't really done. Actually, I've never done a Blu-ray hunting video. I'm not sure if I will be good at it, but I can give it a try. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it and see how people react to it and get some feedback. Ocha is the only Bong Joon-ho film I haven't seen. I'll have to check it out. Okay. And Virgin Suicides didn't really hit for me. It's a fine film, but yeah, this is the least exciting announcement. Yeah, and that's pretty much where I'm at, magnitude. I mean, it's of the six titles, I mean, five of the six are up here for me, and Virgin Suicides is like way down here. It's definitely a title that I don't really see myself getting unless I rewatch it sometime between now and July and all of a sudden fall in love with the movie and I see some reviews that gush over how much of an upgrade the visuals are on the new 4K. Unless that happens, I will probably be skipping this 4K. Dan, does the 50% off sale go through MSRP or what the price is before the discount? So the 50% off sale, you're talking about the 50% off sale at Barnes and Noble. It would be 50% off of the MSRP. So the normal Blu-rays that go for $39.99 will go for like $20. These 4K Ultra HD editions, the standard ones that go for $49.99 would go for like $25 during the sale. The Citizen Kane 4K edition, my favorite edition of last year, by the way, and my favorite release overall of last year, I think, that was $60 MSRP, so it went for 30 during the sale. So that's the general pricing you can expect for most Criterions. And then there are some lower price Criterions that are like $29.99. So 50% off during the sale, they would be on sale for like $15 or something like that. What's your overall favorite Criterion releases that you own? I would say definitely overall favorite ones. This would be one of them right here. And I think the other one would probably be one of the very first ones I ever got, and that is Blowout, the Brian De Palma film starring John Travolta. That is just an amazing addition. It's just one of those titles that I fell in love with, and to this day is probably my single favorite addition. It might be. So let's see here. All right. To be honest, I am excited. This is The Lone Wolf for the titles, but wanted more foreign films from Africa and the Middle East. Yep, I understand. We are getting Iyamofe next month, or I think next month in May. So I'm excited about that one. Norma Jean, Double Indemnity, Raging Bull, and Devil with the Blue Dress is going to be a part of my haul. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Mr. Oliver, my favorite film noir films are The Big Sleep and The Maltese Falcon. Okay, awesome. Nosferatu, yo. Mr. Gordon, now that Carl Franklin is entering the collection with Devil in a Blue Dress, hopefully his debut feature, One False Move, will find its way into the collection in the near future. Perhaps it may. Perhaps it may. What's your favorite release? Blowout is definitely up there for me. And now if you're talking about for this particular month, I would say probably the Raging Bull or the Devil in a Blue Dress. So let's see. Dan, my favorite release is probably either the Before trilogy, Dazed and Confused, or the Bergman set. Yeah, so when I say Blowout is my favorite release, I'm not counting box sets. So, if I were to count box sets, I would say something like the Fellini box set, the World of Wong Kar-wai, the Agnes Varda set. Those are just amazing. So two of the titles come out on July the 5th. So let us jump back into this Criterion site here. And let's take a look at what we have here. So I'm going to close this comment. And so we've talked about the Virgin Suicides and Okja. So then a week later, we get two more titles that I am very, very, very excited about. The first being, oops, all right. The first being, if I can click on it, is it going to let me click on it? Or do I go out here? Oh, the first being Raging Bull. Of course, this is the 1980 film from director Martin Scorsese starring Robert De Niro. And this is an amazing, amazing film. Let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what you think about this film. But let me read this description on the Criterion site. It says, with this stunningly visceral portrait of self-destructive machismo, Martin Scorsese created one of the great, truly great, and visionary works of modern cinema. Robert De Niro pours his blood, sweat, and brute physicality into the Oscar-winning role of Jake LaMotta, the rising middleweight boxer from the Bronx whose furious ambition propels him to success within the ring, but whose unbridled paranoia and jealousy tatter his relationships with everyone in his orbit, including his brother and manager, Joe Pesci, and gorgeous, streetwise wife, Kathy Moriarty. So, Thelma Schumacher's Oscar winning editing, Michael Chapman's extraordinarily tactile black and white cinematography, and Frank Warner's ingenious sound design combine to make Raging Bull a uniquely powerful exploration of violence on multiple levels: physical, emotional, psychic, and spiritual. So this is an amazing film. This is from Martin Scorsese. This is an example of one of the great collaborations between Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro. And when I heard the leak this morning, and actually last night when we got the announcement on Twitter from Criterion, and they said to stay in the ring, people began to think, okay, this is probably Raging Bull coming out. I began to think about, okay, what are some great collaborations other than Scorsese and De Niro? What are some great filmmaker or director actor collaborations that are out there? And as I think about it, the collaboration between Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro is just way up there. I mean, when you think about films like Raging Bull, which of course I have this edition from 2010, which is great. This is the 30th anniversary edition. So this film came out in 1980. This is from 2010, but this is a film with those two. The very first film that they collaborated on together was, I think, was this film, Mean Streets from 1973, I think. So this is Mean Streets, really, really good film. And of course, who hasn't seen this movie? Goodfellas, one of the great, great films of all time, one of the best mob movies ever. And of course, this is a decade later, a decade after Raging Bull. You have Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci coming together again in Goodfellas. Cape Fear is another collaboration between these two, Scorsese and De Niro. And of course, this film here, Casino. So let me know in the comments below what other great or epic director actor combinations can you think of? Because Scorsese and De Niro is up there. So I think it's one of the greats of all time. But this edition from Criterion looks to be awesome. Now, of course, you're getting a new 4K digital master approved by Scorsese with a 2.0 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. This is the third 4K Ultra HD of the month. So this is super exciting. This is coming out on 4K Ultra HD. So we're going to see this beautiful black and white photography in the best best presentation on the home video market on this 4K Ultra HD edition. Now, what's important to note about this edition that's coming out from Criterion is we're getting a new video essay here from critics Jeffrey O'Brien and Sheila O'Malley. So that's a new feature that we will be getting in this edition. And then it lists here some other features. Now, the other features that you see listed here on this Criterion edition, including the 3 commentaries, all appear on this previous Blu-ray edition. So if you have this Blu-ray edition of Raging Bull from MGM, then all of these other features, including the commentaries, this fight night, these other programs, all of those appear in this edition. I think the only thing that's new, of course, is you're getting a new 4K restoration, a 4K disc, and you're getting that new video essay. So just keep that in mind in terms of these special features. But this is an amazing film. Robert De Niro won Best Actor for his performance in this film. And of course, longtime editor of Martin Scorsese films, Thelma Schoonmaker, won an Oscar for her editing in this film. So great film, has a great score, and just a killer performance by Robert De Niro. So let us know in the comments what you think about Raging Bull. So can't wait for that title. That's coming out July the 12th. And then the other title coming out July the 12th that I'm also excited about is this film. Now, I have never seen this film, but I'm excited about it because it has this lady in it, Miss Katharine Hepburn. So this film is Summertime. It's from director David Lean. It's coming out on July the 12th as well. And it says here, with this sublimely bittersweet tale of romantic longing, director David Lean left behind the British soundstage to capture in radiant Technicolor. So it's a Technicolor film from 1955, the sun-splashed glory of Venice at the height of summer. Okay, sounds like an interesting setting. In a tour de force of fearless vulnerability, Katharine Hepburn embodies the conflicting emotions that stir the heart of a lonely, middle-aged American tourist who is forced to confront her deep-seated insecurities when she is drawn into a seemingly impossible affair with a charming Italian shopkeeper. So that sounds interesting. The special features down here include a new 4K digital restoration with uncompressed monaural soundtrack on the Blu-ray. So this is an upgrade. This is spine number 22 in the Criterion Collection. So this is a Blu-ray upgrade. This is not 4K. This is a Blu-ray upgrade of an existing DVD edition of this film. So this is Summertime from 1955. And this is a Blu-ray that's coming out on July the 12th. And it sounds like this 4K restoration might be new for this Blu-ray, but we'll need to confirm that. But the features don't look to be incredibly packed, but we are getting this on Blu-ray. And this is a film starring Katharine Hepburn. So some other titles in the collection starring Miss Hepburn, of course, is this great film, The Philadelphia Story. Of course, this stars Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart, along with Katharine Hepburn. This title here came out last year, which is excellent. Cary Grant is in this as well. Bringing Up Baby. So this is a great addition from Criterion. And then, of course, along with Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn starred in this film, Woman of the Year. So these are some other additions from Criterion starring the great Katharine Hepburn. This is one that I'm looking forward to checking out from director David Lean. It's called Summertime, and it's coming out on July the 12th. So let me jump back out here, and let's go and let's take a look at the comments that we have here. So what other comments do we have? Oh. Can't see your camera, mate. Oh, were y'all not able to see me? Oh, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I guess I'm having a technical difficulties here. Are you showing something? You're still full screen with Raging Bull. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Raging Bull has the potential to be the best all-around release of the year. Could be. It could very well be. Now, are y'all able to see me right now? I hope you are. If Martin Scorsese has control, I will stop sharing here. Stop sharing. All right. If Martin Scorsese has control, the transfer will be amazing because The Irishman was transferred great. The only other collaboration I can think of is yeah, I was thinking of this one as well. Kira Kurosawa and Toshiro Mifune, another epic collaboration. So, what other collaborations between directors and actors that you can think of? The Raging Bull cover is directly from the original movie poster, including the quotations around the title. Another great film returning to the collection from the Laserdisc days. Yes. John Cassavetes and Gina Rowlands are my favorite director actor duo. Every single one of their collaborations are beautiful films. Okay. Oliver, my favorite director actor combo, Scorsese, De Niro, and Kurosawa Mifune. Yep. Yeah. Epic. Just fantastic. You mentioned famous director actor collaborations. One of my favorite is Song Kang Ho and Bong Joon Ho. Yes. Yes. Song Kang Ho and Bong Joon Ho both collaborate together on both of these films here. So, of course, he was so funny in this film. Got a glare here, Parasite. So, he was amazing in that film. So funny. The host, Snowpiercer, and Parasite. Oliver, those are great. I'd also add DiCaprio, Tarantino. Okay, that's awesome. Norma Jean, Spike Lee, and Denzel, and John Turturro, Michael B. Jordan, and Ryan Coogler. Awesome. See, Summertime. Summertime, I actually watched for the first time today. I found it just okay. I enjoyed it, but I don't think I will purchase this specific title. The restoration is now on the Criterion channel. Yeah. Yeah, and to be honest, because this is coming out in July, I'm probably going to pick it up because it's coming out during the sale. So I'll probably go ahead and pick that one up. My personal favorite director actor duo would have to be John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. Okay. Another collab is Tony Leung and Wong Kar-wai. Yes, very good. Oh, okay. There you are. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right. Glad. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm still kind of learning my way with this technology. So forgive me. Summertime is a great release upgrade. Thank you, KB. It's good to know. Other great actor director collaborations are Daniel Day Lewis and Paul Thomas Anderson, and Coppola and Marlon Brando. Okay. Awesome. Scorsese and DiCaprio. Yes. Cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now we are down to, we've covered Okja, The Virgin Suicides, Raging Bull, and Summertime. We've talked about the great work of Robert De Niro in that film and Thelma Schoonmaker, who deserves so much credit for the success of Mr. Scorsese. I mean, the editor really helps make the movie. I mean, the decisions that they make, along with the director working together, really help to make the movie. So she deserves a ton of credit for his success and for the success in the films that they've made together. So let us take a look at the last month here. I'm now going to share my screen again, and I'm going to share a Chrome tab. Okay. So hopefully you are now seeing this. And I'm going to go to the last week. We got two more titles coming out. Drive My Car. This film won the Academy Award for Best International Feature Film. And it is a title from Ryosuke Hamaguchi. And it's called Drive My Car. And it is a new film from 2021. And it has a really interesting premise. I have not seen this film. I know very little about it. But given that it has won Academy Award for Best International Feature Film, that tells me this is probably a really good movie. And I've heard that this is coming out on Criterion for some time. And so I'm really excited to see this title. Now, this is coming out on standard Blu-ray, not 4K. It's based on the new 2K digital master. So approved by the director with the 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. Not a whole lot in the way of special features. You get an interview with Hamaguchi. You get a program on the making of the film. You have some press conference footage and a trailer. So you get an essay from Brian Washington. So this is not a stacked edition by any means, but you are getting the film. You're getting a highly acclaimed film on Blu-ray from the Criterion Collection, and it's coming in at spine number 1136, I believe, 1136. So this looks like a really fascinating film. and it looks like this is a pensive 3-hour movie about an experimental staging of an Anton Chekhov play presented in 9 languages and adapted from Haruki Murakami stories. With Drive My Car, the Japanese director has confirmed his place among contemporary cinema's most vital voices. 2 years after his wife's unexpected death, Yusuke Kafuku arrives in Hiroshima to direct a production of Uncle Vanya for a theater festival, and through relationships with an actor with whom he shares a tangled history and a chauffeur with whom he develops a surprising rapport, finds himself confronting emotional scars. This quietly mesmerizing tale of love, art, grief, and healing is ultimately a cathartic exploration of what it means to go on living when there seems to be no road ahead. So, looks like a really fascinating film. Doesn't look like it's stacked with a lot of features, but you get, I think, an interview with the director, and I think it should be a really interesting release. This is probably a title that might get a more stacked edition down the road from another release, but this is the release that's coming out from the Criterion Collection in July, and I'm very much looking forward to this title. I've heard great things about Drive My Car, so let us know in the comments what you think about this film, if you've seen it, and if you like Drive My Car. So let me show you, or actually, I'll show you something at the end. But this next title is the last title coming out in the month of July, and I'm really excited about this title. This is a movie I have not seen in quite a while. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, and I'm very happy to see this film come into the Criterion Collection. So this is Devil in a Blue Dress. This is a 1995 film from director Carl Franklin, and it stars Denzel Washington as Easy Rollins. So this is based upon the character from the Walter Mosley novel, and this is a really, really interesting film. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and I'm very much looking forward to revisiting this on this new Criterion edition. It's really exciting because you see here 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray combo pack. Very excited about that. So you see here that we're getting a 4K digital restoration. We're getting a 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. That's exciting. Audio commentary featuring the director Franklin, and you get a new conversation between Franklin and actor John Cheadle. He plays in this movie along with Jennifer Beals with Denzel Washington. You also get a new conversation with Walter Mosley, who wrote the novel, and novelist and screenwriter Attica Locke. And then you get some other features on here. So nice looking edition, not totally stacked, but some really interesting features, some interviews on there. You get Don Cheadle on here. So definitely looks like a fascinating edition. I'm really excited it's coming out on 4K Ultra HD. So really looking forward to seeing what that picture quality is going to be on this film that's now more than 25 years old. So I'm excited about it. It's basically this bone deep disillusionment of post war film noir becomes a powerful vehicle to explore America's racial injustices in Carl Franklin's richly atmospheric Devil in a Blue Dress, an adaptation of the hard boiled novel by Walter Mosley. Denzel Washington has charisma to burn as the jobless ex-GI Easy Rollins, who sees a chance to make some quick cash when he's recruited to find the missing lover of a wealthy mayoral candidate in late 1940s Los Angeles, only to find himself embroiled in murder, political intrigue, and a scandal that crosses the treacherous color lines of a segregated society. So definitely sounds fascinating. This will be very much like seeing this film for the first time, because it's been a long time since I've seen this film. So this will pretty much be like seeing this film anew for me and seeing it in 4K Ultra HD. So I'm really excited about this title. Let me know in the comments what your excitement level is for this title, Devil in a Blue Dress. So very excited about this title. So those are the 6 titles coming out in the month of July from the Criterion Collection. We have Okja coming out on July 5th, along with the Virgin Suicides. Both of those are in 4K. We have Raging Bull coming out the following week on July the 12th, 4K Ultra HD edition, along with a Blu-ray upgrade of the DVD edition of Summertime, starring Katharine Hepburn. And then a week later, on July the 19th, we get Drive My Car coming out from Ryosuke Hamaguchi. That film that won the Best International Feature Film from the Academy Awards. And the month rounds out with the Carl Franklin film, The Devil in a Blue Dress, starring Denzel Washington, Jennifer Beal, and John Cheadle. So that's coming out on July 19th in a 4K Ultra HD edition of this film from 1995. So very much looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments here what y'all think of these films. So let's see. Let's go through these comments here. Huck, for comedy, Tom Shadyac and Jim Carrey is a pretty great combo as well. Okay. Oliver, Leon and Eastwood. Oh, Sergio Leone and Eastwood. Yep. Drive My Car. Love, my love and admiration of this film is no secret. It's my favorite film of 2021, and I believe it is the best film of 2021. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see Drive My Car. It's going to be awesome, I'm sure. I hope that this is just the start of a lengthy collaboration between Ryosuke Hamaguchi and Criterion. I'd love to see Happy Hour join the collection as well. Okay. Drive My Car is spectacular and thought-provoking. Highly recommend. Okay. Let's see. Let me stop sharing here. All right. The only Hamaguchi films I've seen are this and Ahsoka 1 and 2. They both cause some strong feelings in me. Mr. Panther, I'm just looking forward to the day Lost in Translation gets the Criterion treatment. Okay. All right. Hi. Sorry, I just got here at the end. Oh, no problem. No worries. Hi, Matt. The Coen brothers and Frances McDormand. Oh, that's a good one. Quentin Tarantino and Samuel L. Jackson, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, Woody Allen and Diane Keaton, Alfred Hitchcock and Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart. Those are all excellent, excellent collaborations. Yep, absolutely. Also, Josef von Sternberg and Marlene Dietrich was also one from way, way back in the day. Magnitude Rev, an internet user I highly recommend giving a watch to. Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy and Happy Hour, both are on the channel. The Happy Hour, though Happy Hour leaves at the end of the month. Okay. Mr. Huck, do you think Criterion will ever give us some John Woo films like The Killer and Hard Boiled? I missed those on Blu-ray and would love a second chance at getting those. You know, you never know. I mean, Criterion continues to expand the net and bring in, more films from different directors. So who knows? We shall see. That would be great to see. That would be awesome to see. Mr. Panther 54, great to see some Denzel love from Criterion lately. Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to. Oh, yes. Actually, that is interesting. I've just now made that connection because Denzel will enter the collection in June in Mississippi Masala. So I think Mississippi Masala comes out in June. So that'll be his first entry into the Criterion Collection, and then followed up by this movie in July with Devil in a Blue Dress. So yeah, great. It's a great observation. Timothy Raths, Denzel didn't exist in the Criterion Collection, and now he has 2 films in 3 months. Yes, absolutely. So is Mississippi Masala coming out in May or June? I guess maybe May. So let's see. Devil in a Blue Dress is honestly the only release this month that I have not seen and never heard of. So it's a title that I will likely stream online soon. Yes. Yeah, I remember it being a good film. And like I said before, it's been so long since I've seen it that I have very little memory of it. I know I've seen it, but I just don't remember much about it. And it's going to be it's going to be like watching it anew for me. So I'm looking forward to it. Okja, Raging Bull, and Drive My Car are the 3 titles I plan on purchasing from this month, which is way more than I typically purchase from any given month. Bravo, Criterion. Yeah, bravo. Great month. I'd love to see Coen Brothers, A Serious Man, get the Criterion treatment. Okay, yes. There's a certain other Coen Brothers film I'd love to see get the Criterion treatment as well, starring Javier Bardem. So would love to see that one get the Criterion treatment. If they announce that, I'm good to go. William Tatum, another good actor-director pairing is Charlie Chaplin and Charlie Chaplin. Okay, yeah, I agree. And then Mississippi Masala comes out May 24th. Okay, yes, next month. All right, perfect. So yeah, so those are the six titles that's coming out in the month of July. I'm very excited. I am literally through the moon. And I mean, for me, as exciting as this month is, of course, Double Indemnity is still that single title that is at the very top of the pile for me. But as far as months announcements, July 2022 goes down as one of the great announcement months from Criterion that I have seen. It is definitely my favorite announcement month of this year so far. So this has been an incredible year in physical media. This continues that trend, and my excitement level is just through the roof. So, of course, I'm going to share a couple things with you here, a couple of pieces of the data points to keep in mind. This is Ryosuke Hamaguchi. This is the director of Drive My Car. So this is the director of the title that's coming out in the month of July, Drive My Car, that won the Academy Award for Best International Feature Film. This is Carl Franklin. This is the director of Devil in a Blue Dress, starring Denzel Washington, based on the novel written by Mr. Walter Mosley here. So Walter Mosley wrote the novel upon which Devil in the Blue Dress is based. So very much looking forward to that film. So let's take a few more comments here. Going to try and grab all the 4K releases so far. I've fallen behind with purchasing the new ones. All I own is Menace to Society and Uncut Gems. Those are two good ones to have. Definitely get the piano. Definitely highly recommend it. And Citizen Kane, highly recommend that one as well. Those are great 4K titles. Let's see. Jeff H. Criterion has always treated film noir well. Yes, and I am expecting the same with Double Indemnity. I am very excited about that title. So yeah, so an exciting month. And I just want to tell you about a couple things that are coming up on the channel. Of course, tomorrow night on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I'm really excited because we're going to have a live stream that's titled Arrow Video for Newbies. So I'm going to have a guest panel with some exciting guests such as Ken with Mid-Level Media, Ryan from Movies with Ryan, Tim from Tim Talks Talkies, and David from Film Collector Archive. They're going to join me on this channel, and I'm really excited. As many of you know, of course, I'm heavy into Criterion, and I'm just now getting started with collecting Arrow Video. So I've got a few titles so far. I was really impressed with An American Werewolf in London release that came out in March last month. Of course, I've been through the RoboCop release on 4K, the limited edition, and that edition was amazing. I just put out a review of that on the channel, so go check it out if you have not seen that. I really, really love that film, and I love that edition from Arrow Video. And yesterday, in my mailbox, or actually was delivered to me yesterday from Amazon, was Deep Red. So the Dario Argento film. Really looking forward to checking out that title. So I'm diving into Arrow Video, but I'm bringing these guys on because these guys know a lot more about Arrow than me, and I just want to be a sponge and just soak up their knowledge of Arrow Video. What are some recommended titles for someone like myself, someone like maybe you, who may be just getting started in Arrow collecting? And what are some titles that they would recommend that you pick up? So I'm going to be a sponge, just sort of, hearing their experiences collecting Arrow titles, and hope that you can join us for that live stream. But that live stream will be tomorrow night. It is Arrow Video for Newbies live. It's featuring these great guys. Going to be 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Definitely come on the channel and join us for that. And we will include in that live stream a giveaway of a certain title, a title that I put a review out today on the channel. And it is this brand new RoboCop 4K limited edition from Arrow Video. We're going to have a giveaway live on the channel tomorrow night of this title. So you don't want to miss it. This is a great title. I would say of all home video releases so far this year of a single film, this is probably my favorite release of the year so far. So that's how much I love this release. It is absolutely amazing. So definitely check out Arrow Video for Newbies live tomorrow night on the channel at 9 p.m. Of course, another thing that's coming out in the next few days is my review of The Girl Can't Help It, which is the latest release from the Criterion Collection along with Miracle in Milan. I am still waiting on The Girl Can't Help It to be delivered. So the latest thing I've heard from Amazon is it's supposed to be delivered by 10 p.m. tonight, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to get it tomorrow, but we shall see. So The Girl Can't Help It review is coming out in the next few days, assuming that I get it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also the next entry in our Taste of Director series is coming out sometime next week on the channel. And of course, this edition is going to include, it's going to be focusing the spotlight on Ridley Scott. Of course, Ridley Scott has directed some amazing films. And so I'm really looking forward to doing a Taste of Director series entry on this amazing director. In that series, I choose 3 to 4 films to sort of spotlight on, to talk a little bit about what that director has done in the world of cinema. I won't tell you all the titles that I'm going to focus on in next week's Taste of Director series from Ridley Scott, but one of the titles is a famous film of his that stars Mr. Harrison Ford, and of course is Blade Runner. Of course, if you're going to do a Taste of Director series on Ridley Scott, you got to include Blade Runner amongst one of those 4 films. So this is one of the 4 films that I will include in the Taste of Director series entry for next month. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite films are from Ridley Scott. So that is coming out next week on the channel. So again, that's really what we have here. I'm going to go through these last few comments, and then we're going to basically wrap it up here. But really do appreciate you all joining. Let's go through these last comments here, and let's see what we got here. Let me see. Own Citizen Kane as well. Forget about that one. Oh, forgot about that one, Matt. Okay, good. I'm glad you own that one. That's a really good one. Huck, I missed grabbing Citizen Kane and Piano on the last sale, so hopefully I will add those to the collection at this time. Yes, and they're both very much worth it. We can't see you, James. Oh no, once again. I'm going to have to figure out, I will have to figure out these technical difficulties. So I will resolve these before my next live stream. Walter Mosley is still on the screen. So, okay. So sadly, my favorite Arrow video title is Region B only, but I do appreciate that feedback because that lets me know kind of how, how things work when you're sharing things. So that's good to know. So it looks like there isn't a limited edition of the Arrow's 12 Monkeys. Did I miss it? I'm not sure about that one. Sadly, my favorite Arrow video title is Region B Only, Park Chan-wook's Vengeance Trilogy. Okay. And it's, let's see. For 2 modern Ridley Scott films, I enjoy The Martian and The Last Duel. Okay. Awesome. Well, folks, I really do appreciate you all joining tonight. I apologize for some of the technical snafus. I'll take that feedback and we'll sort of adapt what I do in the future. So that's good to know. But hey, are you excited about the July announcements from Criterion? It's one of the biggest and best announcements that I have seen in a long time. Great titles, 4 new 4K titles. I mean, I am absolutely excited. If you want to know where the titles I'm most excited about, I would have to say definitely at the top would be Raging Bull, 4K, followed by Devil in a Blue Dress. And then I would say my third title after that would be Drive My Car, would be like 3 for me. And then after that, I would say probably Okja, and then Summertime. The one title that I'm probably not going to get that's coming out in July, because I already have this on Blu-ray and I'm not fully in love with this film yet, at least, is The Virgin Suicide. So this is probably the one that I will pass on for this July sale and July release. But let us know what you guys think. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. I am excited about July's titles. I know you are as well. And we've got some great shopping coming up in the month of July. And I think it's a signal of just what the rest of the year is going to hold. We are now just through the month of July, and we have this much that's been announced so far. To me, it just says, hey, the rest of the year, we've got some great things that haven't even been announced yet that I can't wait to hear about. So that's where I'll leave it. Thank you all for joining tonight. Again, join us tomorrow night. Got a great panel. Looking forward to hearing from them about some Arrow video goodness. So tomorrow night, it'll be all about Arrow. But tonight, Criterion had a great announcement. So hope everybody has a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.